Cheers everybody, my name is James McCready and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Now we are officially on the third date with Craig. Hey, you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. Are you sure this is your Dream Daddy? We're finishing out Craig's story today. I'm so excited. So, let's get in. Let's get to it. Please don't pirate games. Oh, please don't pirate games. Okay. Go ask your mother. Call someone if you're thinking about them. They probably want to hear from you. Same thing. If you get a ring in your ears, somebody's talking about you. So, it took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. I wonder how much time took place between date 2 and then camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvements with my health. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent, while he takes care of the food, so I double check to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. Hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Especially since there's going to be no way to contact me. If anything goes wrong, it goes wrong. Both ways, actually. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. I do that. I literally do that when I pack. I sit on it just to make sure it all fits. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? Seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all of my camera equipment, lenses, tripod, flash, all that. And you're sitting on it? Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Oh, what's the series about?
Huh?
It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. Interesting. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. She got me. I was thinking of saying interesting, but I'm like, what? Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature, you know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature. And the old Madre de trees. She's rolling her eyes. Are you gonna be alright on your own?
Hey!
I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all. That's what I was talking about.
Huh.
Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple of days without constant updates on who got voted off of International Haunted House Hunters. ... Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. They probably were. I've actually been looking at different houses and looking at the stairs. Cause you gotta have good stairs. Like, if you're gonna have an upstairs, well, in Florida we only have like base level and then up. We don't have basements down here, okay? For those of you around the country that don't know, Floridians don't have basements. But if you're gonna want to go from, you know, down and up and down, like, you want to have nice stairs. Like, Amanda finishes zipping out the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dadtron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. Momarones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you ask nicely, fine. Promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear to the top of my modest but stylish car. He noticed me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. I got it. I angle away from him, doing my best dance move to get past him into the car. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? What about your spawn? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. But wasn't he loading his stuff onto my car? So am I loading my stuff into his car? This is my car! Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just... Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all of your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? This is Craig's car, but this is my car. There's Amanda right there. All I had at my place was a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. You want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of kids sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find, in the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Keg-Stand's Mega Mix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I pop the CD into the car stereo. It's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon enough, we're both happily scream-singing to the lyrics. The lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate! You brought that dog home one night and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us but could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Plus that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. Oh, the flashbacks. Oh, the flashbacks to last night. Kidding. I didn't do anything stupid last night. Did I do anything stupid last night? The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. It feels so good to be back out here. Real good. We're just in the woods. This looks like the woods that we found Arnold in. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything alright?
I don't know.
Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there?
I don't know.
There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face.
Oh man.
But what if there's a problem? You've trained for this. Look, Craig, we all know that you really wanted to... we all know that if you really wanted to, that if you really wanted, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of here like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. We keep marching down the trail. It seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks.
I don't know.
Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Excuse me, sorry. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing in the woods. Craig looked me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there. I can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent should look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against the storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go! Look upon the kingdom that we have built upon this rock. Oh, we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews. Cheers. For we hold dominion over this land. Verily, and look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's next on our camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have our shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a little waterfall up the way, and I'm sure we could hike too. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Now there's a little secret that I know of that's coming up. I only know of it because it's a secret achievement. I'm going to take care of it, and I'll show it to you guys. Craig reaches an arm out and stops me. Dude! Does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over at where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. It's a penis. Oh, that tree looks like a butt. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. God, wow. I thought we were gonna have a good time camping, but this makes it even harder. Or this makes it even better. Harder, god damn it. Craig holds back a snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, and everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out! There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I hear water running. Cresting over... Oh, the music. Oh, it's so beautiful. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us, a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape at the genuine beauty of this place. We go to investigate. Protectives. The old waterfall.
Dude.
It's gorgeous! Nature is so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is.
Oh.
Think we could jump off of it like the old days? Ha! This old dad is happy here on dry land. You can't go to a waterfall and stay on dry land. As long as you're allowed to.
Huh?
Looks like you could climb right up there. Right up over there. We didn't even bring swim trunks. They're gonna be naked.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Underwear, okay, and his watch. What is up with your like wrist and hand? It's like dot dot dot. Look at Craig's butt. I can't help but sneak a peek that is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking.
Oh.
I do a lot of glue workouts. We got eggplants, yo. I immediately turn away, blushing.
Oh.
You coming or what? Oh, I don't know about this, dude. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Let's put on a show. If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Craig gives me the wolf whistle. Got me some hearts. I turn and give my booty a good spank. That one's for you, big boy. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. It always does. From the top down, it looks so much bigger. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks at me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Whoa! He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. It is, though. I do it all the time. Especially in this kind of situation where it's like, there's a waterfall I can jump off of into a nice lake, and I know I'm not gonna get hurt. Why am I not gonna jump, you know? My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. God, I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurface to find Craig giggling.
Oh.
I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in a corner. I would squirt water, but hammer fist. With the force of thunder, I bring my fists into the water, creating a tidal wave that drenches Craig. Good one!
Oh.
But I think I can do better. Craig answers back with his own tidal wave. It's big enough to launch me back. He's so strong. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There's peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush.
Oh.
Not so scary now, huh? I race to the top. We run all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off of the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Wanna go again? You know it. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb up to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Whoa, man! This is fun. Got one more in ya? I live for danger. It takes us a little more time, but we get up to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. This is where your decisions can make or break the secret achievement. You have to keep jumping until you... I'll let you guys see for yourself. Are you kidding? I've never felt more alive. Alright, bro, you sure? It's my time to jump. I scurry up the rocks once more and do another classic cannonball. Wow, this is so much fun. I'm getting kind of cold. Want to go back to the camp now? No, I'm here to jump. Go on without me. I've got at least 20 more jumps in me. Okay, dude, I'll see you back there. Craig gets up and leaves. Maybe I should head after him. There's nothing but the waterfall. Finally, some peace and quiet so that I can work on my form. I scramble up the rocks again. Man, the adrenaline is wearing off, I guess. By the time I get up to the top, I'm gasping for air. Here goes nothing. I take a running start for my biggest jump yet. As I get to the edge, I trip, tumbling off the cliff and onto the rocks below. As my broken body slips into the water, I look down to see a pool of red forming around me. I don't have long, just long enough to be alone with my thoughts. Why? Why did I push myself beyond my physical limits? Why did I let the search for adrenaline overrule my sensibilities? Why didn't I use the buddy system? Goodbye, cruel world. I could see my chances at love were dashed much the same as my poor body was dashed upon these rocks of this waterfall. We died. You water fell to your death. Cannonball. So... I think we just load up before. That's what it seems like. Oh. So we didn't have to load back up. It brought us right back to here. So we run all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off the water again. Waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Want to go again? I'm pretty tired. We should probably head back. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. So we're just right back into it. It feels weird because we died, you know? Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple steaks and some chopped potatoes and tinfoil. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into relaxation station and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved, and... oh. Ew. And I have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Why is he still naked and I'm not?
I don't know.
Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard can it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. I gesture to the trees around us.
don't know.
There's no shortage of that. And some tinder.
Oh.
We can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are supposed to come by and give us advanced technology. Or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all the materials we could conceptually make a passable looking campfire.
Oh.
Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick.
Oh.
I've done this in the past and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help? Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits and we'll make this fire happen. Never knew a better Craig. In all my days, I can confidently say I have never known a Craig to be a better friend, father, or fire maker.
Oh.
Got some hearts. Aww. Aww. Actually, now that I think about it, I knew a guy named Craig in high school who ended up getting a job as a professional pyrotechnics operator, and I suppose he must have been pretty good at starting fire, but I bet you're even better than that guy.
Oh.
Bro, uh-oh. Nope, nope, nope. I didn't want the black. You can do it. Clear eyes. Full heart. Can't, not make that fire. You can make that fire, Craig.
Oh.
That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas.
Oh.
Hooray for not dying! I died. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steaks filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushing ginger over it while basting them both in butter. I'm actually like drooling right now. Salivating. Sorry, not drooling. My beard is still dry. Wow. I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen and eating it straight up. When did this happen? He used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. No. No. That might be a good challenge, though. Oh.
Oh.
I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks on a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away.
Oh.
Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in.
Oh.
Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Yes.
Huh?
It's so hard not to go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. It's a sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay?
Oh.
Yeah, Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel.
You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at their school, I cook healthy meals for them, I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them.
And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way?
I don't know.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls.
Yeah, talk about falling into old habits. When I injured myself twice this year, like, I fell back into those habits so hard. And it's a struggle to get back out of them and get back to working out and all that. And that's what I've been working on recently. And getting the new job and everything.
Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
But it seems like it's bleeding you dry.
Hmm?
If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it.
Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too.
Hey!
I do, though. I eat right and I exercise and...
That's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Bro!
What?
You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too. This goes to all you guys. Listen, it's good advice.
I know I can provide for my family. And if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
I don't know.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always this voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here.
Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you still deserve happiness.
Do I, though?
Hell yeah, bro. That didn't even come from, like, behind him. That was in front of him. That eggplant's covered him. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. Find somebody like that. Find somebody that makes you want to be a better person for yourself, though. Like, be a better person for yourself. And the right people will come around and surround you with words. Inspiring words. If only you could see yourself the way I see you.
Oh.
Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies.
Oh.
Come on, I brought dessert.
He brought dessert? Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee?
Oh.
What?
I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows. S'mores.
Nice.
Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right?
I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. That's how you do it. You burn them.
Hmm?
Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but gooey center is preserved.
Craig is my man. Brutish. No, that's beautiful. That's how you do it. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth.
Pro move.
You used to be able to do that at great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire watching embers float up towards the sky. Spitting everywhere. The stars are so much brighter out here.
Yeah. I miss this, James.
Me too. It's weird saying my own name. Even though I start every video saying my own name. We stay here until it gets late. Half remembering stories from college, we watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. Uh-oh. It's going black. Youngins, cover your eyes. I crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag.
Wait, where's the other sleeping bag?
I look around for a second. Oh no, I must have left it at home. Uh-oh, hey. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry, I'll just curl up over here.
No way, here.
Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it.
Night, bruh.
Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other. Without a blanket, it's really cold. I shiver and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. Welp. Diving on in. Third date. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig.
I don't know.
I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore.
Bro. Me too. Bro. Me too. I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure.
Oh.
You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you.
I smile, tracing the lines of his hips with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about getting us too cold tonight. I'm just gonna... Okay, date complete. Cargo short, Mandels, run, marinara, outdoorsy, Cannonball. S.
That was amazing.
Yes, it was,
Back in
Craig.
college. I
Oh.
missed you, dude.
I missed everything that he said, but Mandels is just short of being Keg-Stand champion. Cannonball champion. Spend less money than you make. Isn't that just common sense? Don't crash, please. 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 Please help. Whew. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, James. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. What? No. I had a crab cake sandwich for lunch. That's probably it. You're allergic to shellfish. Oh no. I forgot. Again. Dad? Oh gosh, I'm gonna be sick. What have I done? I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Aww.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. Is Craig there? I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where the present lies covered under a tablecloth. Is Craig under a tablecloth? It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week. We don't get to see the graduation? I wanted to see her in a graduation outfit, cap and gown. I'm too emotionally invested in this game not to see this. And I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops.
Alright.
No way!
I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons? What? And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pig skin or something? Totally! I follow Amanda out to the back door. Oh, man. What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my... You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise. Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you.
Alright.
Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable. Down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle.
Hey!
I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. James! Brian, you made it!
Hey.
Ha! I don't pass up on good mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad?
Hey.
Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Looks like you settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad. Hopefully I'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. It's gonna come down to Craig, isn't it? Like, whoever the dad is that you end up with comes down to be the last one, isn't it? Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Ah,
The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, James. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda! Come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school.
Pew!
Pew pew! Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break everything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
oh,
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so... She'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later.
Hey, dude.
Hey, man. Matt. I see Matt having, like, my voice. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I have a fresh batch of Right Said banana bread ready for her. The decision that I made in the beginning of the game comes back around. Oh, man. Thank you. I know she'll love that.
Oh.
What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. Hey, looks like Amanda is hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to.
Yeah!
Okay, Briar, think of a shape. Hazel? What's she thinking? Square. Briar? Star. They don't have it. We'll get it next time. Amanda leans in close to Briar and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin. Aww. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're gonna be finishing each other's sandwiches. What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we gonna be finishing each other's sentences? See? Third twin. I have to go. Roll. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. She's still sticking her tongue out at us. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry, don't cry. I swear to God, James, if you cry again, I'm sitting over here like I'm about to cry. You're the best, Dad, and I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent woman. It's such a talented, intelligent young woman. And I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Dad.
World's best dad. Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff, intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like somebody's been waiting to talk to you. Craig. I glance over the backyard where Craig is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry. This is me. Cherry blossoms. Come on, I talked about this. This game knows me. He smiles at me. I leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream.
Pew.
Love you, Pops. The Emmas? What? I thought. Does nobody else remember the story? Amanda runs off to join her friends. Oh, this is so beautiful. That's my backyard. Oh my God. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way out of the party.
Oh.
Bro,
Huh?
this reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg-stands, of course.
Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong.
We can leave the keg-stands to the past.
Nice.
Nice!
Oh.
I'm taking this weekend to relax. This party was my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next stop is Napville. Pull into the James Concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Napville as well. I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off your own stomach town.
We both giggle, but man, do I want to just pour some chips in my belly while I hang out in a hammock. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself.
Oh.
Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off the floor.
I guess we need to get out of the city more often then. Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leans onto me. Lying down on my lap, I run my fingers through his hair. You're looking for balance. I admire that.
I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself.
Oh.
It's a process.
Oh.
And it's gonna take some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro.
Craig, I'll be your bro to the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige.
Oh.
Craig looks up at me, smiling.
Oh.
Bro, that means so much to me.
Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Bro. We both laugh.
Oh.
You and me, we're gonna be alright.
Trust no one, not even Craig. Oh, that's it. Created by Leighton Gray and Vernon Shaw. Oh, this game was so good. The writing was on point. There was a few continuity errors and some stuff that should have been cleared up before it was brought up. Especially in the end. Amid Erika Ishii. I want to look that up because she has a beautiful voice. Yeah, like the Emma's thing, like she's gonna go hang out with the Emmas, like they're friends, like nothing happened, even though the whole, breakdown and everything was a big part in the middle of the story, so I wish that kind of was wrapped up, and I wish I could have seen Amanda in like a graduation outfit, because that's just one of those things that would have made this penguin minigame. Wait. Oh, I am so excited to play these other dads. But yeah, I'm so ready to get to some of these other dads. Craig, good job, buddy. Make a time for yourself. But now we'll see how the rest of the dads fall. I'm gonna let these credits play out. I hope you all enjoy it. I love you all so very much. Best luck to you guys. I'm out.